we are finally going on our first wild camping adventure. And this is like kind of a bit of a trial practice mission in preparation for the Cumbria Way, which we are doing in a couple of weeks. And we will be wild camping for the majority of that. So we're having a little kind of practice run. We've got all our kit on.
Oh, we just missed a bus.
Oh, we just missed a bus. And today we are going into the Peak District. We're gonna...
Another one.
Excellent, just missed another bus. And we're gonna go up Kinder Scout and then walk round to the Great Ridge and Mam Tor. But obviously we're gonna probably split that in like half and stop halfway, find somewhere nice to camp, set up, and then finish it off tomorrow. It's quite late in the day. It's, I think, what's the time? Wish you could tell the time.
20 to 2.
It's 20 to 2, but like obviously we don't need to catch a train or anything back, so yeah, it doesn't get dark until like 9ish, so I'm not too concerned. We want to probably set up camp around 8ish though. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. We do need to get some bits in town. We need to go to the outdoor store and get, I can't remember what we need, but we've got a few errands to get first, and then we're going to get the train into Edale. Yeah. So we have arrived at Edale. We're starting our walk up to Kinder Scout. How am I supposed to get through this tiny little, you know what I mean? I mean, first of all, like, how, this tiny little gap is my big bag. Wow. This way? Okay. So there's been a slight change in plan. We weren't sure, like the loop we're doing goes up Kinder Scout and then round to Great Ridge and Mam Tor, and that's what we plan to do and we agreed to do. However, Chloe's on navigation today.
You're throwing me under the bus.
I'm throwing you under the bus and led us going clockwise instead of anti-clockwise. So we are, in fact, going up to Mam Tor first, which is fine because I feel like, I mean, I know that that's like a nice sunset spot anyway, so Chloe's stuck. I'm gonna leave her here, she's useless. These like, I mean, they're not even stiles, are they? They're just like obstacles.
Yeah,
it's just like
an obstacle course.
Yeah, it's like, I guess I know it's like to stop cattle or whatever, like just wandering freely, but
that's what a stile's for.
So we have been walking away and we are nearly at the top of Mam Tor. It started raining, which was unexpected because they didn't say it was going to rain today, but foolish to think. Sorry, Chloe.
So we could trust the
Quality reporting coming from us. Yeah, it's like spitting, but it feels like quite heavy drops. I really hate having my hood up. I just think it's really uncomfortable. Probably because of the fringe and it like presses down against my head. But I also just hate like having my ears covered. It stresses me out. So yeah, getting wet hair at the moment, which is not wise. But what can you do? What time is it?
I can't read the time.
Okay, cool.
This is the second time now. 6:30. 5:30.
5:30? We've got loads of time. For your YouTube.
Oh, just for memories.
We have made it to the top. Mam Tor. It's getting increasingly rainy. And quite windy, which again was not on the forecast. But what can you do? We just spent what feels like 45 minutes faffing. Decided to put my fleece on, and then before we got going we were like, actually let's put coats on, and then we were faffing more, putting our coats on, down coats on now, and then just before we left Chloe was like, I might put my waterproof trousers on. So we were there for so long, and now we've got all our protective gear on and it stopped raining, but we feel better. Like, I feel like I'm warmer,
Yeah.
and if it starts raining, yeah, feel more prepared. We are now going rush up edge. Do you think we should rush up it? So we are now hot. So we are going back uphill. We've got our fleeces, down coats, and our waterproofs on. So that was really worthwhile. But I don't want to take them off. So suddenly got scared. You alright, bro? You good? So it's now 7:15. It's still mainly cloudy, but like it's opening up. Oh my god, got over there a bit. And we're gonna keep walking. I think probably like around 8ish we want to be setting up camp. It's like, I mean, now we're on like a little bit more flat ground, but it feels like off path. It's like quite long grass, maybe a bit boggy, not very flat. So currently not very ideal conditions for a spot to camp, but we will keep looking. Oh my god. We went the wrong way, but only for a couple of minutes. Now we are back on track. So it's around 8 o'clock. We did find a little grassy patch next to green. No, not green. Oh my god, we've lost our minds. Are they, fuck, there's people.
Huh?
Are they, are they also looking for a place to sleep? Are we gonna have to fight Brown Knoll for them?
I don't think they have bags on, so.
So yeah, we walked for like an hour to Brown Knoll. We didn't think we would make it. It's just like slabs on the trail. Back on the slabs, okay. And then either side is just bog. So we were like, well, there's nowhere to camp here. We were hoping Brown Knoll would be promising. There would be like a flat patch. There was a little flat patch, but it just didn't feel like right. I don't know. It didn't feel like a good spot.
Yeah.
So
It was more like.
it's an emergency spot, like. But we're continuing on. And we saw what seemed like more like solid grassy patches from afar. Hopefully it's not a mirage. Because if we have to walk back to Brown Knoll at this point. Oh no, look! So we found like a little flat patch. Definitely seems like people have camped here before because like the grass is a bit flat and there are cider cans that have been discarded, which is gross, and I guess we will probably try and take it home tomorrow. I just find it really crazy how disgusting some people are. They...
What?
They're full! Got our little spot. It's getting quite dark. Loads of clouds over there.
Roller coaster. That's hair-raising joy in mind-blowing floor count. 25 floors.
So we have the tent. What?
Thankfully.
We have the stove boiling. We have a delicious meal that Chloe concocted of some Mediterranean couscous,
Yeah.
some tuna, and some olives with manchego, which we're gonna just like mix all up. We've also got some yum yums, which will be a nice treat. Got some instant coffee, which I think I'm gonna have just like to keep warm. But I don't feel that cold right now. I was a bit cold when that was open, but now that's shut.
Yeah.
It's like,
Heating it up a bit, I think.
yeah. So I don't think we'll be too cold tonight, to be honest. I mean, hopefully.
It says we've walked 17 kilometres.
But that's the thing, I feel like we've walked quite far, but when we look at the route...
How have we walked 17?
Well, we did walk around Go Outdoors for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about how far we've walked. We went from Edale up Mam Tor, then past Lord's Seat, and then past Brown Knoll, and now we are, I don't know, is there like, what are we near now? I don't know, but we're overlooking the valley. And then tomorrow
We're in the middle of Brown Knoll and Swine's Back.
we're in the middle of Brown Knoll and Swine's Back.
He's coming for our food.
Bro, that's the bravest sheep I ever fucking saw. It's acting like a dog. Good morning. We are finally on the road again. It took us a very long time to get started this morning because, my ankle. We had an awful sleep. Well, Chloe actually had an okay sleep. She slept for about 7 hours. I just could not sleep at all. It was so windy. The wind was just like pummeling the tent. It was very loud. Could not sleep. And I was just lying there getting annoyed. Had to go to the toilet about 2 a.m. and still couldn't sleep. And then about 5 a.m. my alarm went off for sunrise, and I was like, fuck that. And I was like almost considering getting up then, because I was like, well, we can't fucking sleep. Chloe couldn't sleep at that point either. So I was like, maybe we should just get going so we can get like an early train back. Checked the trains. The first train was at 10:48. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that, otherwise we'll just be at the station for hours. So we decided to try and sleep again, and then miraculously did fall asleep until about 8:30, which was crazy, and much later than anticipated. But yeah, I don't think we were kind of like quite off the path behind a little bunker, kind of like down a little bit and then behind a wall, so I don't think anyone probably spotted us. And then we took ages to pack away. Like, I feel like this is going to be our main issue, is stuff. Like, it's just so, this is something no one talks about. I feel like this is just a me problem, or an us problem. Like, there's stuff everywhere, you're in your pyjamas, and it just feels so difficult to just like get dressed and like pack away. It took us like, we did have quite a slow, like we had a coffee and a yum yum for breakfast, so that was quite slow, but all in all it took us an hour and a half to have breakfast and completely pack away and get back on the road, so not great. Hopefully we can get that time down a little bit. Obviously the weather this morning is, I mean, it's actually stopped raining now, thank God, but yeah, not great visibility. The clouds are very low, and apparently it should take us, well, Chloe said hour and a half, but that's what Google Maps says, I think. So, could be, and I imagine it will be a bit longer than that, especially because it's wet, so we can't like go too fast. And we are not going to make that 10:48 train. I don't know if we'll even make the 11:48 one, but we'll see. We'll try. We're going at a fairly swift clip now. And here we go. Here we go. You've got to go. Let's see how she manages. Oh, aced it. Aced it. We realised we were probably not going to make the train, the 11:48. So I looked up the next train, and lo and behold, it's been cancelled. Whoa! Which was very upsetting news, because the next one is at just before 2. So then we were like, oh shit, let's like try and hurry up and make the train. We started walking really fast in the wrong direction. Realised our mistake, and then we were like, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to make this train, we might as well take our time. So yeah, I think the plan is to go to the Ramblers Inn next to the station and get some lunch there, hopefully. I just like have this like bad feeling it's going to be shut, but we'll see. It says open. This rock reminds me of like a pelvis bone or something. She did it! Oh. We scrambled down quite a long way. We're sitting by the side of the brook now, having a little chocolate bar, well-deserved rest. Yeah, I wonder how long, maybe like half an hour? I don't know, we've still got like quite a lot of descent down these like rocks. Maybe 40 minutes. It's very slow going in this terrain. How do you feel, Chloe?
I'm covered in sweat. Absolutely covered.
We finally made it back to path.
It's weird.
I know, just walking, just straight walking. Wow, look, oh my god, this is beautiful.